Personally, I would never want to start a business where I would be unhappy in that actual business. Always remember, when you're starting a business, this is something that you're going to be doing for a very, very long time. So why would you want to start a business where year after year, you're not going to be happy in it? I think that would be worse than actually getting a job and going to do that job where you're, getting at least a consistent paycheck from it. Unless, of course, we're talking where you're starting a business and it's somehow starts to produce $1 million in profit per year, then I think someone could manage hating that business for a very long time just so they could collect that money. But I think after a long time, they would quit because that would just be something that you really, really hate, right? So when you're starting a business, you have to figure out how to actually love what you're doing in that business. Okay. And this is different than starting in a business or an industry where you're passionate about, because I truly believe that you do not have to start in an industry or start a business that you're passionate about. A lot of people will tell you that you have to be passionate about something in order to start and succeed in it. I think that's not true, but I do think that you have to figure out how to actually be happy in that business, because I'll give you examples. There's so many businesses around you that you see on a daily basis that I can guarantee you that those people are extremely wealthy, extremely successful, but they are not passionate about that industry. Or at one point, they at least were not passionate whatsoever. And then maybe later they figured out how to be passionate about the industry, because that does happen a lot of times, right? For example, if you look at the people that pick up your garbage, I guarantee you that the owner that started that company was not passionate about picking up garbage. Or even somebody that's pouring concrete somewhere on the street, I don't think that they were passionate about, pouring concrete on the street, right? So there's so many boring businesses out there that are making so much money, and I can guarantee that people much rather work in those boring businesses and those businesses that they're not passionate about and make the money than, be poor and not make the money. Okay. So what do I mean by figuring out how to actually enjoy something inside the business? Okay. So for me, for example, when I started in home cleaning, I told this many times before, I did not care about the industry, right? I did not think that was a cool industry, a fun industry to be in. I mean, I was not passionate about home cleaning whatsoever, but I figured out how to make that industry fun. And at first it was all by accident. I just went in there because there was an opportunity for me and I knew that we could make money in it. So we went into it, right? But first thing that we did, and that was the right decision, we did not perform the jobs ourselves. That I think was super important, because if I were to actually go and do the cleanings myself, I would for sure quit on that business, because that is not something that I would ever enjoy doing. But the idea to be in business made it appealing, right? Because we forgot that we were in the cleaning business. We just remembered that we are in business. Okay. That's how we looked at it. And then being in business with your best friend at the time was super fun, because you literally, instead of hanging out, you're hanging out and working on your business, right? And that's what I mean by figuring out a way to enjoy a business, okay? For me, it was working with him and automating everything that I did not enjoy, which later on opened up a lot of doors. I co-founded Booking Koala here, which is a business that I'm actually passionate about. And there are still things that I don't like doing at this business that I sometimes do, but I try to focus on the things that I enjoy doing. And no matter what business, you're gonna have things that you do not like doing, but you have to figure out the things that you like doing, and you have to figure out how to make that business fun. Because once you are able to do that, that's when everything changes for you. So let's go a little bit deeper on this. So if I were to start, I would pick an industry where I see opportunity in, an opportunity in where I could make money. It doesn't matter if you're passionate about it, but now I would remember that I'm going to be in this business for a long time. Okay. Whether I am or I'm not, that doesn't matter, but I want to build it in a way that I'm going to be here for a long time. Because what will happen is one day when you look at it, you will have opportunities. One, you'll be like, well, I really like this business and this business is cash flowing so much money. Why would I sell it? Sure, it might not be an industry I'm passionate about, but I really like what I'm doing. and this business is making a lot of money. It just makes no sense to exit, right? That's what you'll be thinking when you're building that way. And two, you always have the opportunity to sell it and work on something else. And I'm giving you a personal experience here. Example, with home cleaning, I'm still in that business. I work, 100% of my time is focused on booking Koala, but I still own the other business because it just does not make sense to sell. It's cash flowing a lot of money, and because everything is automated. And eventually, once that happened, I went on and started working for a company that I'm actually passionate about, right? So you have choices that you can do eventually, right? So again, pick something that you can make money in, focus on it, build it in a way that you're going to be happy in the business, whether you're working with your business partner, which let's say is you're also a close friend of yours, which could be a pro and it could be a con, depending how well you guys work with each other. So don't just go in business because, it's a friend and I'm telling you it's going to be super fun, because that could end up really well. With my friend, we paired very well together and we were able to accomplish really amazing things, right? So don't pick somebody just because they're your friend. You could also build with your spouse. If you guys are committed and your marriage is working very well, chances are that this would be probably a great fit for you guys to work on together as well. I can't see a better way to just spend time working on a business together, travel, and, enjoy life. So there's so many awesome ways that you guys can figure out how to enjoy a business that you're not passionate about and make money from it, right? And then the second part of that, figure out how to automate things that you do not enjoy, and then focus on the things in the business that you really like. So for example, if you like talking to customers, well, set up the business in a way where you're talking to customers. If you like seeing people often, don't settle for working remotely, because that is not going to be something that you're going to enjoy. You'll be happy spending an extra $2,000 a month having an office, a nice office, and going in every single day or every other day just to be around people that you like, right? Versus being at home and you're hating your job because you don't see people like you're used to, right? And that's what a lot of people won't tell you when they're selling remote life, right? It's all about happiness at the end of the day. So you have to figure out if remote is for you, or you rather be next to a lot of people in the long run. Because remember, you're building this for a long, long time. And I can guarantee, even when somebody's thinking about an exit or selling a business, they usually don't, once they figure out that one, they're super happy with what they do, and two, the business is cash flowing them a lot of money. So you have to figure out how to do that, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, nobody wants to work at a business that they're unhappy with. So the second point again was figure out what you like and do only those things, because it's not always about saving money, cutting costs. It's also enjoying what you're doing, because again, if you cut costs and have no office, but you hate that, how long are you going to last? Versus you loving coming in every day, paying a little extra for it, you're going to go much further, much longer, because you're going to like what you're doing. Okay. So again, figure out how to automate the things that you do not like doing. So this is one valuable tip for anybody that's starting a business or in business. Make sure that you're not building something that you're unhappy with. Figure out how to make the business fun so that you guys enjoy it every single day. That's the key.